Hi guys and gals, it's your friendly neighborhood psychic and spiritual medium, and I want to give a shout out to all my new viewers and all my new subscribers. I have been showered with love and appreciation. I was happy just to, I've been on YouTube for about a year, and I've only have a very few people that watch me that know me, and I did a reading on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and it got a lot of headway and a lot of views within the week. I think I'm at 600 views, and I said, man, I hope I at least get 100, because 10 of them is generally me. Making sure that checking and seeing if anybody saw my video or anything like that. So I'm very happy. I'm so excited, I even got my first troll. And they left a message. I wouldn't have deleted, but they said a racial slur, and I can't have that associated with me. If you want to leave a message, I don't care. If you want to throw shade or throw love, I accept you who you are. I don't like to censor people. You are what you are. We live where we live. Love, hate, it's all the same. It's the balance of keeping it real, and sometimes haters keep you honest with yourself and honest with others. And so I appreciate everyone, no matter what your viewpoint is, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me. If you are watching me, I thank you. I thank you and I love you. And so I appreciate you, but I cannot have racial remarks and slurs being used, because I believe that we are one human race. We are humanity in a collective variety of ways. And so please remember that, because if you use any type of racial slurs, I will remove your comment and delete you. But if you want to be seen and you want your opinion heard, okay, I will accept who you are and your opinion, whatever it may be. And, this is why I'm here, to hopefully reach people and people that don't know a lot. And when I do readings, I read from the perspective of spirit and what spirit would want you to know. So even if I'm reading a celebrity or a political figure, they still have a spirit. They still have a soul. And I don't know anything about politics. That is not my forte. I do not know anything about celebrity. That is not my forte. What I know is spiritual wisdom, which is wisdom is the food for the soul. And in order to gain wisdom, one must make mistakes, and one must endure sometimes suffering, sometimes addictions, all kinds of madness. We got to create chaos to learn from it. We have to create dark to learn to value the light. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, know that I accept you and respect you, and I see your light, whether or not you see it, and whether or not you have, emotional issues where you're not seen, where you're not accepted, and you come onto my post and you attack my reading or how I done it or anything like that, I will respond to you with complete dignity and integrity, because that's where I stand, and that's what I build my whole life on, is responsibility and integrity. So that is very important to me, and I appreciate any critique, any corrections, I'm human, so I'm wrong a lot. And as a spirit, I enjoy making mistakes, because once you evolve completely spiritually into the ascended master, then you don't make mistakes anymore. So you're going to end up missing it. So it's okay to get dirty. It's okay to express yourself. Just please appreciate the diversity of who you are. Because when you reject someone, you are also rejecting a part of yourself. And so I just appreciate you for watching my video. I hope that you get something from it. I hope that you get something from me, my love, my wisdom, my, mother goddess energy that I have. And that it lights your way, and it lights a way for you to express yourself and accept yourself for who you are and what you are, because everyone is a beautiful light. Just some is just more caked up than others. And we all must face the dark. And we all must go into the shadows to claim our light. And the shadows of ourself. And I've done a lot of shadow work on myself. So I am the most appreciative just to be watched, just to be seen. If you're in my presence, I love you and your family. And when you are born into a family, sometimes you're born with, well, most of the time, you're born with less than perfect individuals that you see that are maybe abusive or angry or alcoholics or drug addicts or child molesters, and and you're like, how the heck did I get in with these crazy nuts? And but you have to accept them. They're part of your lineage, your family. And we are a family, and we are all of us collectively. And that's what I do. I know how to be a mom. I know how to love. I know how to have relationships with people. I know how to be intimate with people. And that's what I'm here to share with you, is the love of my heart, and to give whatever advice I can. So I just wanted to say that. And I've decided to do another, to regularly do celebrity readings. And I don't feel too comfortable about it, because I don't really know too much. But I had to do some little research on my phone, what was going on in celebrity news. And, the Roseanne Barr show has just been canceled. And because of Roseanne Barr tweeted some racial comments, and used racial slurs. And it was very offensive. And a lot of the Hollywood spoke up and spoke out against it, and they got this show canceled. And I grew up watching Roseanne Barr. Roseanne she changed television, but she was always risky. She always did risky stuff. And I think she has a lot of mental illness, a lot of mental issues, a lot of mental instability, a lot like our president, that, he goes and he rants. And this is not just the only two people. It's people around this age group. If you take a look, they're going through some hard transitions right now, because we are moving. The energy has increased. This vibration is rising up. And because they were born on such a density of a planet, we had density. I remember growing up. I remember the weight it took being born an old soul with a light spirit. And I had this light. I was born with it. And I remember how heavy it was and how hard it was for me to live day to day to day because of all the density, the heaviness of the energy. And as we move on, even though that it seems like the world has gone mad, is a mad hatter, and it is, but the energy is still not as heavy as it once was. That I remember it. I don't know about you, but I remember it being very, very heavy and very, very thick and very, very tar-like. And so if you reflect for a moment, and you will see that energy and how much we've grown and how much us light workers, us light bringers, us old souls, us empaths, us sensitives, how much we have brought and grounded into this earth. And things are still moving. There's big changes coming for us. And they're exciting. They're scary. And older people that lived most of their life in this heavy, dense energy do not know what to do. And their mind is just, like spaghetti. It is just, like oozing. And Roseanne Barr, she's always had a hard time keeping her mouth shut. I thought, I was happy that the Roseanne show returned, even though I haven't even been able to watch a single episode. But I was happy that it returned, but I knew in my heart of heart that Roseanne was going to put her foot back in her mouth, and we are not tolerant of bullies anymore, and especially from women. Women, when men are bullies, women are more forgiving towards them being bullies because, we give them an excuse that they're a man, they're more prone to bullying. But women bully too. Some of the meanest people I've ever known have been women. I've been scarred emotionally by my own family, mainly by women, because they know how to take that knife and twist it. And so sometimes we need a reflection of what we need to fix within us. And us women, this feminine energy is coming in and is coming in big time. And we need to confront a lot of these issues because a lot of times we demean our own selves. We are the ones that are victimizing our own self and our own self-worth, and as in competition. I'm not in competition with you, sister. I empower you, sister. Even if you're a brother, I empower your feminine aspect that you have in you. And I empower the male too, the inner male within me. But right now, that feminine energy needs to move forward and move up. And so we need to focus on that and allow that to come through, and allow this anger, this not allowing bullying to occur anymore. I don't want you to be a victim of any type of abuse. I don't want you to be victimized and bullied and belittled. That is not right. That is not how we need to treat each other. So I wanted to do a reading on Roseanne Barr. I've been rambling for about 15 minutes, but I just thought that the point was that this was a good point and something that we could use to reflect on ourselves as a tarot reader and, as a psychic. I don't want to read someone without their permission, but when you are a public figure, your spirit has signed consent to be looked at, so there are things that I can't look at for Roseanne Barr, or I could look at them, but I would not share with you. But on this issue, how it affects us and how we as a group of humanity and what we can learn better from this situation. What can we learn from people speaking negatively about other people, and we need to stop separating. We need to stop separating. The spirit does not separate. I've had a near-death experience, and there is no religion on the other side. That is something that's man-made. But there is love. There is love beyond. There is love everywhere. There is peace everywhere. There is acceptance everywhere. And there is no dark corner to hide yourself. So we don't need to separate. And if you teach if you believe in separation of gender, separation of races, any type of separation that separates you from someone else, that is you separating yourself from God, because God created us all. We're all part of each other. God within me is God within you. And so when you say something negative towards me, you're really saying something negative towards yourself. You are just projecting. It's not my business what you think of me. It's your business what you think of me. What is your business is to know your isness. And that is to know that light within you, to know that God spark within you, to know that love within yourself, because there is nothing that can touch you, that can hurt you if you love you, if you are taking care of you. The rest of it don't matter. If your cup of love is full, you don't need anybody to fill it up for you, because you already come with all that you need. And this is what I want you to do, is start trying to heal that self-esteem, because your parents or someone close to you, they hurt you and they bullied you. So this is what we want to get to the bottom of. So let's first, Spirit wants the energy around the situation. Man. And it is the night of the full moon, the full moon in Sagittarius today. And I plan to do another video after this. So I'm going to try to do more videos for you. Alright, I got 2 cards. Okay. Alright. So, happy family, but in reverse. So we need to be the breakdown of the family. This is what's going on, and we're unhappy in our family, in our home life. And we just want to win. We just want to get that victory because we have been bombarded with a lot of noise in our life. So I don't. But I think that the victory is because they pulled her. They pulled her. And the unhappy family, which was the Roseanne Barr show, and the reunion show, that this is not the family we need to look up to anymore. It was once upon a time to bring to light a dysfunctional family. But we all now come from dysfunction. We all know and we are aware, and I appreciate the Roseanne Barr show when it started, but now it's like it's time to grow. It's time to let that dysfunctional family go and try to be a happy family of humanity, a happy family of the human race. We are too unhappy, and we deserve to be happy as the humanity that we are, as the human beings that we are, as the spiritual beings that we are. We deserve that peace of mind and that happiness. So I'm happy that that Roseanne Barr. I really like the show, and I hope that Sarah Gilbert can figure something out to bring everybody back except for Roseanne Barr, and and try to make it a more healthier way, and that's what I'm hoping for. Because I really think that Sarah Gilbert is really talented and really has this light about her that I think that humanity needs at this time. Because she is opening, the doors to, sexual orientation and stuff like that. And I just, love that. I love people breaking barriers and helping us to become more free as individuals and as a society. And put love above everything else. All right. Ugh, Roseanne. All right. All right, so. All right. What I got for her is the King of Pentacles, the money, the power, the position. And I really think that she thought nothing bad could happen to her, like she was doing this for the money, okay? And she has a lot going on. I mean, what is crossing her is the Seven of Cups, and this is delusion card. So her mind is in fancy. And she has death in reverse, which is that, this is just to be stopped to her career. She just killed her career. She will not work in the industry again. And she is bound by the judgment that is around her, simply by the Eight of Swords. She imprisoned herself. She was trying to get away with whatever she could. Okay? the near future position. She will try to escape, but won't be able to. She won't be able to get over this, to get away from it. She wants to apologize. She wants to get far away from it as far as she can. But it's like, no, you said what you said, and that was a no-no. And let's see. Yeah, she has mental issues. Okay, so this is the moon card, but it was reversed. So that indicates to me that she's having she's got mental illness, maybe some bipolar tendencies, and she has the Knight in reverse. She tried to start something new and just couldn't get that energy off the ground. And she also has a reverse card of the Tower, which, you know, her world is already shook up, and, you know, there's nowhere else to go. She will get through it. I also feel that she's on medication and might be using the wrong dosage. So it doesn't look good for her in her career-wise. I want to take a look at Sarah Gilbert and what will happen to the show, if the show will be completely canceled, or if they'll just remake it and redo it, do a spin-off of Roseanne, and maybe Darlene's or something. Let's see what we got here for Sarah Gilbert. Okay. She is helpless right now. She feels completely betrayed. And it's a project that she's having a hard time to walk away from. She's completely upset about this. Sarah Gilbert is. She's devastated. She's devastated right now. She feels there is no way to heal the situation. She feels hopeless. And she also got the Eight of Swords, but she just feels trapped right now. In her pain, in her emotion. This is the Ten of Swords. She's been betrayed. You know, this is the magician, but it's in reverse. That means you're helpless. That means you feel powerless to do anything. And let me get her some advice cards. Just a second. I'm going to pause my video.